Hello guys, good evening. Welcome to Cloudburst. If you are new to our Cloudburst, please do subscribe our Cloudburst channel and don't forget to press bell button to get immediate notification to your inbox. Okay, in this video we are going to see how to log into Cloud Machine, which is nothing but EC2 instance, which is in different countries, and we are going to log in from our house. Here we are going to create both Windows and Linux machine in our AWS console. And if you are new to cloud or new to computing, you can always watch my previous videos to get more understanding. You can see the link top of my video to get more understanding about cloud computing. Okay, without wasting guys, we will get into the video. Just type AWS Management Console. Click here. In previous video we have created new free tier account, right? So we are going to sign in to that account. Just click sign in. Getting loading. Just enter your email ID here. Give next. Enter your password while you create it. And just proceed with sign in. Okay, this is our EC2 console. You can see this is our account. You can see this is a region. Click here. We are going to proceed in North Virginia region, US East 1. Come here. Go for EC2. Thus we are going to create an EC2 instance. So just press click here. It's getting loaded. Just be patient to wait. See, as of now we are not running any instances here, so just click here. So we are going to create and launch instance, so just give launch instance. First we will take it off Linux, then we will move forward to Windows instance. So you just search for Red Hat. See, this is AMI. AMI is nothing but Amazon Machine Image, where we have ready-made OS available in AWS site. So we need to choose the AMI. It is nothing but OS. So I am just choosing Ubuntu, Red Hat, everything you can choose. So I am just choosing Ubuntu here. It's nothing but Linux flavor. So here we know already, right? Free tier, you can use it for T2 micro only. If you are using above that family like T2 small or medium, you should pay for it. So don't use it. As per free tier, use T2 micro and proceed with configure next instance details. So here, just if we need, you can launch number of 3 instances or more. Here I am going to instance only one instance. So come down, VPC, leave as it is. VPC is nothing but virtual private cloud. We are going to launch instance in that VPC. It is nothing but your infra subnet. Then just proceed with enable here. You click enable rest of the things, you will get more charge, so don't go for it. Thus we are going to see the demo. Proceed with next storage. See here, storage is nothing but our disk. In AWS we will say as EBS volumes. So proceed with 8 GB. It is a default size. It is SSD, solid state drive. So proceed with next. Tag is nothing but, you are giving name to the AWS instance, nothing but your cloud server. So give name and proceed with Linux, right? Linux. So you can give what is the purpose tag here. I'm just giving for learning. So you can add up to 50 tags maximum, like this, adding. So direct here now, just configure security group. Security group is nothing but additional layer of security. So here we are going to create new security group. So just use some name. We are giving admin, and do description as it is, optional. So we know, right, Linux is instance run on the port SS22. So you can open anywhere. You can able to log in the instance via anywhere. So later you can change it. If you do custom, you can give the IP here. So as of now we are going with anywhere. Next. And this is a summary of the creation. So here you can see whole summary here. Security room description, what are the ports allowed, 22 port, this SSH port, we are going to log in. Here instance details, we are going to launch only one number of instance under the VPC. We are going to launch with on demand. See the storage size, we are given 8 size. Use GP2 volume here. So tags what we have given, can see. If we need to edit, you can edit everything here. Now we are going to launch the instance. So click here. So before launching to an instance, we have to create keeper, right? Keeper is nothing but it acts as a password or key to enter into your instance. So I'm just creating new keeper. You can give your name as you like. And you have to download first. Download keeper. It will be getting downloaded. It is asking to download, so I'm just saving the file. So it is getting downloaded. So that's it, guys. Come down and create launch instances. So it's take, see here, your instance is launching. The following instance has been initiated. It takes up to 1 or 2 minutes. Just wait for it. So you can refresh and you can see the status here. Showing pending stage. It will be coming alive within 2 minutes. So just give refresh and see here. It's in running stage. See the status check. It should come 1/2 checks. If it comes 1/2, it has some mistake in it. If it is come to 2/2 checks, you are already done every setup. So just wait for it. Just give refresh here. It is installation. You have to wait for some time. Oh great, guys, we have, see here, it is showing 2/2 checks. Thus we are good enough to proceed to logging. So just we are going to log in now. See, this is our IP. Just copy this. Now the next procedure, we are going to log into that instance. So mostly we will be having Windows laptop, right? So if you are using Windows laptop, we have to download one terminal. Putty, get login. So just go to Putty page. If you are not using Windows, don't worry about, guys. You can use your Linux terminal and you can get login with your key what we created. So in this my case, we are using Windows. So just download Putty now. And you can see here, you can download Putty here. If you are using 64-bit OS, you can just download 64-bit here. If you are using 32, you just download here. Save file. It is getting downloaded. Just wait for it. Okay, just install the Putty. Okay, it's an executable file. Do next, install. It's getting installed. just click finish here. So that's all guys, we have installed our putty. Go to search box and type putty. See here, this is the putty. Can run here. Okay, putty supports only .ppk file, where we have downloaded .pem file, so we have to generate an .ppk file. So don't worry guys, just type putty gen. See, if you install putty, the putty gen will be directly installed. So just click here and you just go to load file, where you save your .pem file, right? So just give all files. You can see here, right, we have downloaded .pem file while creating an EC2 instance keeper. Just click here and load open. Okay, it's showing successfully imported foreign key. So just give us private key. Are you sure you want to save this key without password to protect it? Yes. And just give your name, CloudBoss. You can give any name, admin, ppk. Okay, you are going to save it as .ppk. Just give save. That's all guys, you have created your .ppk file. Just go back. Okay, go back to your instance right now. See here, just copy your address, public IP here, copy and come to putty terminal and just paste your IP here. We have entered our IP address. Next we are going to load our key, right? So just go to SSH and search for authentication and browse for your key. Here I have downloaded and we have created a new key .ppk, right? So just browse here and click open. Just go with open here. So at first time it will ask S. Just proceed with S. So here you can log in as, thus we created Ubuntu instance, right? So just proceed with Ubuntu. If you created the AMI as Linux, you just need to give EC2 user, EC2 underscore user. In my case, I used Ubuntu OS, so just give Ubuntu and proceed with next, enter. That's all guys. We have logged into our cloud machine. See here. So we have successfully created and logged into our EC2 instance. So we can do whatever you like. If you know Linux command, you can go for it and you can create anything, text. I'm creating file. Next we can see how to create Windows instance. So just again go to console. Before that I am just want to delete this. So to unavoidable cost, so I am just terminating my instance. So go to actions. I'm going to terminate my instance. So it's asking to confirm you want to terminate. Yes. So it's getting terminated, successfully terminated. You can see the status here. First it will shut down and it will be getting deleted. So next we will proceed with Windows instance. Let's just wait for it. If you are not aware of how to create AWS free tier and you have to see the free usage limits, you can watch my previous video. I have clearly explained how to create free tier account and what is the usage limits. It is showing bottom and top of my video. Then next we are going to create an Windows instance. So same steps, just follow here and just check out for Windows OS. So I'm just screwing here and select whatever Windows OS you like. So I'm just here, we are creating 2016. So go with 2016. See here as previously we created free tier eligible, so that you will not get any charge if you are use free tier. So proceed with next, and here I am going with number of instance 1 and VPC as default. They have already made our VPC, so it is ready made. If you want to create new VPC, we can create new VPC, subnet, everything we are going to see in upcoming videos. So as of now this is enough for free tier, so just check next. See here the default size of Windows EBS volume, which is nothing but C drive. It is about 30 GB. If you decrease, it will not accept, so go with default value as 30 and proceed with name. Just give name, and this is Windows. I'm just doing Windows name here. What is the purpose? Right, get configure group. So we have already created security group, right? So it is asking for select existing security group, CB admin. So it is showing 22 port, right? So Linux uses 22 port, whereas Windows uses 3389 port. If you want to create new security group and allow 3389 port, you can do. Here we are going to add a new rule 3389 port, and we are going to allow 0.0.0. So just proceed with review and launch. Later on we will edit our security group. See, it's showing you are not able to connect. The currently does not have port open. So we already know, right? Don't worry, we will change security group later. Then proceed with launch. So we have already created CloudBurst, right? Just check out, acknowledge, proceed with launch instance. So that's all guys, we successfully launched. So as I told, just wait for 2x2 checks. It is showing pending stage. It takes 1 or 2 minutes to come up. Until then you just refresh for it. Okay, still it is getting initializing. In the meantime, we will edit our security group and allow 3389 port. So come down here as I'm showing here, go to security group, and our security group name is CB admin, right? So just click CB admin, enable the tick and go for actions, and we are going to edit inbound rules. Come here. We will delete this one. Delete. We have to add rule here. What is the Windows port? You can just give custom. What is the port range? 3389. You have to open for it, right? So just give anywhere. We can log in from anywhere and just save the rule, guys. So it's showing inbound security group or rules are successfully modified. So if that's all guys, if you here come down, see 3389 port is open for this machine, so the user can log in to this Windows instance via 3389 port. Okay, come to our EC2 instance. So like this instances, and just refresh for it. Still initializing, and again you can refresh. Need to come like 2x2 checks. Okay, we'll wait for 1 or 2 minutes. So you can see guys, 2x2 checks, right? Windows won't use keeper, it uses password file, we know already, right? So just go to actions and get Windows password, and the key name we used is CloudBurst, right? We just browse for the key name, and here I use CloudBurst key name as shown here. See, key name we used. So just click this PIM key. It is like PuttyGen. So we are going to decrypt our .pim key to password. So here we are going to browse for it and give browse and come down. See, this is a private key. So it is getting decrypted. So just give decrypt. So you can copy these things, username and password, copy and type in your notepad. And we need public IP, right? So give public IP, enter, and go to browser again, AWS console, close here and go here and copy our public IP and paste here. So we are going to log in to our Cloud Machine, right? So in search box, just give RDP and just press enter. What is the IP? Okay, 3.87. So just press and enter IP here like it is. So you just what is username? Administrator. So just proceed with administrator. And proceed with connect. So it is asking the password in pop-up. So just copy this password. Copy correctly, guys, or else you will not able to log in. And just paste the password. Check once and double check whether it is correct or not. Just proceed with OK. At first time it will ask yes. Just proceed with yes. It will take 1 or 2 minutes. Oh great, guys, we are successfully logged into our Cloud Machine. See here, this is IP, right? 3.87.140.111. So you can see the host name, instance ID, public IP, everything here. So we have done our site. That's it, guys, for today. Hope you get clear understanding about how to log into your Cloud Machine, Windows and Linux. If you like this video, you can give like, and if you have any doubts, you can give comment, and please don't forget to subscribe my channel. We'll come with interesting video by next. Until then, signing off from the Cloud Boss. Bye bye, guys. Happy learning.